97% of men do not fully grasp what a woman experiences when she chooses to cease all communication with him for good. Today, from a female viewpoint, we'll examine 5 nuanced feelings that emerge when a man's voice vanishes entirely from her existence. However, prior to delving into that, there's an essential aspect you need to grasp from the beginning. One of these emotions may astonish you since many men are unaware of the deep psychological effect that extended silence can create. Numerous individuals think that insufficient communication is merely an issue of geographical separation. They believe that a woman will merely move forward, dismiss the past, and cease thinking about that man. However, the psychology of feelings uncovers aspects that are much more profound. When a man vanishes entirely from a woman's life, it's not merely about missing a dialogue. It's about losing an emotional essence that was always a significant aspect of her everyday existence. Psychological studies show that the human brain responds intensely to an abrupt disruption in communication, particularly when a deep emotional bond exists. Silence is not merely viewed as the lack of speech, but is frequently understood as a statement on its own. This is the reason extended silence can generate a surge of intense feelings. At this point, a significant question emerges. How often have you believed your absence mattered little to her? Or even more concerning, how often have you felt your words held no value? Such thinking stops many men from grasping the essence of emotional connections and the dynamics of relationships. As a man starts to cultivate emotional discipline, achieve inner equilibrium, and honor his personal boundaries, he becomes aware that his presence holds genuine worth. The same goes for his quietness. Silence is no longer merely the lack of sound. It is now a deliberate choice, and each choice of this nature brings emotional effects. The primary emotions are a deep sense of bewilderment arising from the assurance of this quietness. Initially, a woman may believe he is occupied or requires some distance, so she could think he will reconnect later. As days stretch into weeks and the quiet persists, her anxiety rises steadily, making her ponder, is this just a phase or has it really ended? Uncertainty generates significant mental strain. Memories start to loop the final discussion endlessly, attempting to grasp the instant when everything could have shifted. Extended silence isn't merely lack of sound. It's a total disruption in communication, and the human brain struggles immensely to comprehend something devoid of clarification. The second feeling is the distressing absence of emotional ties. Whenever he talked to her frequently, his voice became a part of her everyday emotional pattern. The messages, the manner in which he said her name, and the talks they had all became small emotional rituals. We frequently overlook the importance of these specifics until they are entirely lost. At that instant, the void starts to seem overwhelming. An event occurs during her day, and her instinctive response would be to tell you about it. But that choice is no longer an option. No reply, no dialogue, no existence. At this point, she starts to acknowledge the genuine worth of a relationship she might have overlooked. The third feeling is an intense sense of exclusion. Numerous methods exist to establish distance: postponed replies, reduced enthusiasm, or emotional disconnection. However, total silence operates in a different way. It generates a sense of complete assurance. It doesn't merely express, "I'm departing," but conveys a stronger message: it has ended. This is the reason that this kind of quietness is more hurtful than slow separation. At this point, she may start to question why she has been entirely shut out of his life, and why even the most